Hey guys, before we start, I just want to apologize for any lack of audio quality or lack of general energy in this video. I'm a little bit under the weather, but it was important that I got this video out to you guys, so I wanted to make sure that I got that out. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get into the guide. Okay, so yeah, today I'm coming at you with a guide on how to get all your gatherers up to from 80 to 90. I'm gonna make a full 1 to 90 guide once I'm feeling a little bit better, but yeah, like I said, it was important that I got this guide out. This is just gonna be for botanist and miner, and I will make a short video going over fishers in a little bit here, but since it's a completely different method, I didn't really want to bog down this video with it. But if you want to watch that video or just in general, subscribe to the channel and you'll see that as soon as it comes out. So I'm going to split this video into a few sections just based on leveling advice. So the first is going to be the first couple levels because it's sort of unique. And then it's going to be the levels preceding those all the way up to 90. And then finally, I'm going to touch on the Studium deliveries like I have in my other 80 to 90 guides and just go over those and then the levels that you start those at. It's not going to be a super long video because gathering is really straightforward and they made the macros a lot easier for getting stuff, and I'll also touch on that so that in between gathering this stuff you'll be able to make some money. So yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, yeah, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is doing leaves. Leaves are a popular option for leveling up. You won't have to do them past level 83, and that will become clear as I get further into this guide and go over collectibles. But for the earlier levels, it might be worth your time to do leaves. This is because when we get into collectibles, yeah, you're only going to be able to turn in the collectibles that you have reached the level for, and since a lot of them are usually around 83, getting to 83 doesn't hurt. And at the very least, you need to get to 81. So leaves are probably the fastest way to do that, and you should have a pretty good leave allowance left, and you only need a few to level up anyways, and the process is really simple. Basically, you just accept a leave from the leave mate here in Old Charlian, and then from there you get a certain location that you go to, and you can just go to the location. You'll see this little green circle around where you go for the location. And once you've reached the location, you can just initiate the leave, and that'll bring you into a little instance where you'll have to gather a certain amount of an item or something like that. These are really easy to do, and you don't really need to know macros or anything for. Just gather the stuff to your best of your ability. Usually you can even do these a few levels ahead. You can crank up the difficulty and get a lot of experience that way. And you can potentially do these all the way to 90, but there starts to be one that's even more efficient for experience, and that is collectibles, and I will go over that now. So the next thing I'm going to talk about here is collectibles. Now collectibles are special items that go from levels 81 to 90, and they're basically unique items that you can trade in to the collectibles appraisers in various cities to get experience for. And this is a good way to level up your crafters in general, or gatherers in general rather, and crafters, and as well as a good way to get scripts. Now to unlock collectibles, if you haven't done that yet, you do have to speak to Morgaine here in Foundation first. But once you're done that, you are able to go and unlock the collectibles appraiser in Rods at Han, and that's just right here. So as you can see, when you speak to the collectibles appraiser, you can see a whole bunch of things you can turn in for the different gathering classes. Now, depending on your level, you won't be able to see all of these. You'll only be able to see the 81 or 83, depending on your level. So that's why I said that leaves might be a good idea to get this leveled up in the first place. But we can take a look at some of these items here. Now, these spawn on a time node, basically meaning they appear once every day or half a day in Eorzea time. And so there is a convenient way that we can track these, and I will show you that right now. Because basically what we're going to do is we're going to go down the list of when these items spawn in, and visit each node when they spawn in, collect up all these collectibles, and then turn them in to get XP. And that's basically what we're going to do all the way from 80 to 90. Alright, great, so you can do this part with me. So I have on the bottom here what the website looks like, and you'll see it on your end as well. And the link to this website, by the way, is in the description. So we're going to head to the rarefied Eblin Alamin, just because that's going to be more appropriate to something that you have at your level. So we're going to go to Camp Broken Glass here. This is a miner. And I'll go over kind of what I do to get to collect items. Now that's going to depend a little bit based on what you do, like getting the top collectability. It's usually worth it XP wise to sacrifice like one item in the node just to get full collectability because of the way that the XP ratio works. You're going to get about double XP anyways for turning it into high quality, so it's okay if you miss one. You get more scripts that way too. It's just generally a good idea to try to max out your collectability before harvesting any of them. So we saw that it said that I sensed a level 90 unspoiled rocky outcrop. So we can go visit this now. We can see the rarefied Phrygian ore, which is what you would harvest for your, what's it called? For your turn-ins, for your collectibles. But I'm going to do this one because I want the purple scripts. And I'll show you what I do here. So feel free to leave a comment if there's a more efficient way to do this. This is just how I do it. I will burn 2 scrutinies, usually. This is where it's a little tricky. We're going to go... we don't have enough GP for the scour, do we? Well... we'll go ahead and use this. Okay, nice. And I see what I use the collector's focus there to get that to trigger. And now we have 4 collections of this. So we'll go down the whole list here. See how there's another node in Thavnir. I mean, I'm showing you this to you guys, so I don't know if we'll make it there in time, but we'll try. So we'll get all the nodes here. And then we'll go to the Great Work. And then once you've gone down your list, you're able to just go back to Rods at Han. Thought this would be helpful to just go through and show you guys exactly how it's done for anybody who's new to collectibles. And then we can just go and take all these items that we've collected here. As you can see, they have the little collectible icon beside them. Don't judge me for my inventory. And hand them in. See? So we have the coconuts here. And see how much XP we would get for the 1,000 versus 999. It's definitely worth it. And then we have the purple ones I got for this one here. There we go. And that's basically what you do all the way up to 90. I'm going to briefly touch on the Studium delivery stuff now, although I've talked about that on my other videos, and then that'll be it. Okay, yeah, so as for the Studium deliveries, I'm just going to touch on this briefly, because it's just one person you can talk to here, but you can do the quest line here with Tankin and Hinageshi, and they will give you quests to do at level 81, at level 83, at level 85, at level 88, I believe, yep. And doing them at those levels will give you the boost that you need for one of these jobs, and it's definitely worth doing the storyline anyways, so I suggest doing that in between. So basically what you're going to be doing is following the list that I posted in the description as they spawn in, after you do your first couple of leaves, and then doing the Studium as it fits into like your schedule with it. And with that, you should be able to get your gatherers up to 90 very, very quickly. And then you can start making money just by going out and hitting nodes with that as well. It's also really suggestible to do this before you level up your crafters, because you can easily harvest a lot of the materials to make stuff with. I harvested everything I made this snazzy outfit in, so you guys should have no problem doing that. And I highly suggest you level your gatherers first, even if you could do it for free with the other ways. Yeah, good luck, happy gathering, and I will see you guys soon, hopefully feeling a little better in my next video. Thanks, guys.